get set to do battle with the New England Patriots.
Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Pull it together. 45, 45.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Check 53 flight. Check 53 flight. Watch your slap. Watch your slap. Watch your slap.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Now Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Harris. And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown.
Damian Harris to the season opener.
Of a nothing game, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
In at the 3. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here at the 6.
At their own 6-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And complete right side to Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
only needing 2 yards.
45, Mike, 45. Hey, watch the slant.
Cook now off the read option. Gets past one man. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
45 to Mike, 45 to Mike.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dante Hightower. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Check back 34. Mike, 34.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Check.
They'll look to throw here. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 41. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Got a man is caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Patriots 14, Vikings nothing. Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
He'll look to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Vikings, nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
53 is the mic. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught by Thielen. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
At the Patriots' 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Check, check, check.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
54, right there. 54 mic. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike, 54.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Kyle Van Noy able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Rosas' kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing Jones. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, normally you see three tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. They go play action here on first down. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Patriots are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now.
21, Vikings 3. Jake
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Now a play fake here on first down. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play there for Minnesota.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll set up a throw. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen there to make the grab. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Vikings 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Here's Jones on first down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Cook. 64 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power. Now got him into the end zone.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead is down to 4.
17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go, as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week one, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. That is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He'll get this to his running back, Calais. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play there for the Patriots. The offense has to love that, because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Jones now on 3rd down. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Beautiful throw right there on 3rd down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points, but a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this. Even still, this offense is knocking on the door now with a 1st and goal at the 1.
They'll try and run with Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9 at their 49-yard line.
Second and 9 now. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. Steps away. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Going for the deep ball.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Jones.
Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. 2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Jones. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Jones throw taken in by Bourne. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. Now Jones. He completes it to Henry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. He'll get this complete to Batson. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. The 11.
Back to throw again. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Vikings 25. Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Brought down back at his own 9-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digits. So what have you seen, CD?
About what I expected, really, because for a youngster making his first start in the NFL, I kind of expected to see these things. A few bumps along the way, maybe not the plays you expect to see or want to see. But remember, he's not going to the Hall of Fame off this first start. It's going to be an accumulation of games before we have a fully accurate reading.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later.
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. John Hightower, 62 yards. And the Patriots are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They'll look to throw here on first down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. A big play there on the catch and run. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Patriots 42, Vikings 32.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. The Pats at the line ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play there for the Patriots.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. On the tackle that time, it's Trey Waynes.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will stretch the lead up to 13.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Devin McCourty picks it off. Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone, and they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Patriots have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Here's 2nd and 10.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Throw caught by Raymond.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So this